Seal. I'm Wayne Winding Eagle,
This is Luz Soaring Condor.
and this week's power animal happens to be the Rosetta Spoonbill. Tonight we're going to give you a little bit of a lesson about what the spoonbill, the Rosetta Spoonbill, uh, can teach us, and if this happens to be something, this power animal happens to be something that resonates with you, I hope you learn something about yourself and learn something about the Rosetta Spoonbill. Luz?
The Rosetta Spoonbill is actually a bird that we see somewhat here in Florida. It's not commonly native to Florida, but it's now here. It is a long-legged uh, marsh whining bird in the group of the ibis or the Egyptian ibis birds. It uses its long spoon-like bill to move obstacles in the marsh to be able to trap the little fish and little bugs and so forth in the marshes. They also live in a community setting where the male and female both take turns in incubating the eggs, and then they take turns in raising the young. And that's the physical aspects of the bird. With the spiritual side of the fence,
Ta-da! The spiritual side of it, things that the spoonbill, the Rosetta Spoonbill, teaches us. It teaches us the protection of the young, in a communal setting. It also teaches us the ability to clear obstacles out of our way in our life. It teaches us to understand shyness. It the connection to marshes is it is a reference to home life, but not necessarily in the actual physical sense. And the last but not least, it's wariness. It uses its awareness to be able to use to defend and to do it in silence in protection of its family. And whenever I make mention of that, one other thing that it also teaches us, it teaches us that in a communal setting, we as parents aren't the only teachers. We have an 18-year-old son who we teach something each and every day, something that will help him in life. But the spoonbill also teaches us as parents that grandparents are the best teachers. It teaches grandchildren respect. And as we all have noticed, sometimes young ones have a tendency to disrespect the elderly or even their parents. Well, in this case, this is a way of being able to teach respect not only for parents, but for elderly and those who are able to teach us, not just parents and elderly, but also mentors or teachers or the guy who lives down the street who might know something about a car or about an electric fan or something, whatever the case may be. It teaches young people that respect, to learn, to find out what life is all about.
to respect your elders. I think that's the key point
Yes.
that this bird's bringing into light. So if you have seen lately a Rosette Spoonbill, and you're having maybe as a parent a little issues with your children, or as a parent you want to bring into the table more awareness for your children to be respectful of the elders, this is one of the good times to do it. And the Rosetta Spoonbill is also reminding you to do, and it's a form of discipline if you think about it, for the children. Um, that nowadays, unfortunately, we don't see. A lot of parents let things go, and then it comes back to haunt them a little bit. So this is something that this bird's bringing forward as a reminder to anybody who sees that, uh, that respect to elders is very important.
And as I said, one of the other lessons is the fact of protection. The Rosetta Spoonbill is as she made mention, both the father and the mother are equal in raising the young
A
ones.
team. Mm-hmm.
They act as a team, just like you as a parent. Hopefully, of those who do have both in the family to be able to teach, they're very protective of their children. They want them to learn. They
Mm-hmm.
want them to understand. And the parents will do anything to protect their children at all costs. It's not something that we as parents maybe want to do, but it's something that we have to do because it is part of our DNA. Unfortunately, there is some people that's out there that don't care, and those are the ones that we have to pray for. Those are the ones that we have to think about and go, I pray that this child learns something from somebody that is not them. That sounds mean, but it's something that we as good parents need to instill in our own children, that respect, that honor, that protection of each other. And as I made mention, it also understands shyness. Everybody knows that one person who's very shy. Sometimes some of us don't understand what it's like to be shy. But the people who have the spoonbill as their power animal, those are the people that can walk up to somebody, the shyest person in the world, and go, I'm here to help you, man. I'm here to be there for you. They're the ones that understand and completely understand what being shy is all about. Even though they may not be shy themselves, they understand, and they're able and willing to be there for that person who is shy. Help them in their life. Help them not only in that shy person's life, but in some aspects, help them in their own lives.
There is power in shyness, believe it or not. When somebody is shy, they tend to be a quiet person. And sometimes when you're quiet, you pay attention to a lot more details than people that are loud and noisy. So there is a certain aspect of power in that shyness that this bird's bringing forward for us to understand. Another aspect that's very important, these birds are not loud in their nature. The movement that they make with their beak, their spoonbill, it's not a loud one either. It's a silent one. So this is also a reminder that if you're working on meditations, Right now, it's a good time to work in a silent way or very soft, silent settings. Not loud music, not loud noises, but something very, very soft and sewing.
And and with that being said, there is some people that loud music is their quietness. And I understand that. I know I've got a brother that whenever he does things, when he wants to think, he turns up his music as loud as he can get it. That's his way of thinking. That's not me, but I know people that's like that. They turn the music up so they can think, so they can concentrate on what they're wanting to do. And it works for them. In this case, quietness, silence is that strength. And as she made mention with the spoonbill, they move things. They move the obstacles out of the way. And we as humans, we as man, woman, boy, girl, even the littlest baby, have obstacles in our lives. We must learn to be able to move them obstacles out of the way so we can see forward, so we can go forward. Something that's very important in everyone's life.
And with that said, tonight that's our recap on the power animal, the Rosetta Spoonbill. Again, if you're in Orlando, Florida, I'm pretty sure you will see them flying around. And if you do not ignore it, because it's bringing you all this wonderful message for you to work on in your everyday life.
And with that said, we would like to say Wadu, which is Cherokee for thank you. We hope that you've enjoyed this lesson. With all of our heart, we love you. And again, thank you. And have a great evening. Have a great day if it's a daytime in your part of the world. And may the Great Spirit always, always be with you and bless you in many ways. Thank you.
Book your reading today with Luz Soaring Condor and Wayne Whiny Eagle at Shaman Bag Boutique. If you like us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Shaman Way 1.